Good evening, folks. So, respectively, I am doing the 50th anniversary, 50 year plus 1 day anniversary of the former President JFK's assassination. Of course not. This is for Doctor Who. 50 years, not 50 years plus 1 day. Which actually leads me to me actually talking about how much of a Doctor Who geek I am for being outraged at Google for releasing its doodle 1 day early when they could have released JFK stuff. I mean, really? Okay. So, to start this all, I have to say my thoughts on how the 50th anniversary was celebrated, aside from the titles. So, I quite like the titles. I quite like the titles because of how they all mix and match of all the 50 years ball being grinded up into this big ball with faces, which I know personally because of my knowledge of the classic series. I mean, not true knowledge, but some general knowledge, yes. Cause I am open to everything here because I luckily have this high tolerance where I'm able to like pretty much not everything but most things, and be able to not be annoyed by things that would probably annoy others commonly. So yeah, titles. The whole mix and match, or with the tune, yeah, and the. Okay, never mind about that. Let's just get to the proms. The proms was brilliant, very brilliant, and I watched it today. I watched most things today to make them special, and it's good. It was very good. Quite liked it. Definitely does show the evolution of the music, the soundtrack of Doctor Who, and I have to say that one of the things I'm looking forward to in this anniversary episode is what Marigold has in store for us all, which is really installed, had installed for us, because I'm going to post my thoughts at the end of this video of the episode, and of course respects to the people who have and had been involved with the soundtrack, as well as a big thank you, even though it can't be actually made properly, to Ron Grainer for making such a wonderful, memorable theme tune for the show that is now part of its legacy, which brings me to an adventure in space and time. It was magnificent. Mark Gatiss definitely delivered quite some good stuff here, and the acting is so powerful that even one moment nearly made me cry. It's like it quite reminded me of the 10th Doctor Regeneration, with the resemblance in some sort of way, except it's more, to me personally, it felt more emotional because it's actually that it's actually based on like things that actually happened. I mean, I don't see any reason why they'd add scenes like sad scenes with such emotion like that. But then again, I would actually. But no, I think yeah, it's definitely there's definitely no added scenes that were they definitely shouldn't be. I can't say this word. I can't say this line. There definitely shouldn't be any added moments in this. And oh, this dog is annoying me. If you can hear it. So by this you probably can tell this is my second take on this deal because it was so difficult to do. And I can say that in 1 hour and 25 minutes, which is actually 85 minutes till the anniversary from when I'm talking right now, at this moment. So yeah, Adventure Space Time. And then I watched a Dalek movie today. You know, with Dr. Who, or just still Doctor Who. It's called Doctor Who, not the Doctor. Doctor Who, Doctor Who, by Peter Cushing. So yeah, it was quite nice and entertaining. I actually wish that was actually canon. I mean, in the sense of like a story like this actually existed. Of course, not with the exact characters. I mean, from like a sense where it's the same characters that are in the actual universe, the Who-universe, whatever. It's the same, those characters with that same story. That would be nice. And I like the thing that Watch did. All the like rundowns of all the 11, not 12. We don't know anything. We haven't seen anything of the 12 yet, so we can't really like do anything. Say anything like, oh yeah, smashing. But I believe he will be smashing. I mean, after seeing his performance in the Fires of Pompeii, Series 4. That's quite weird, seeing that episode. It's like, whoa, it's like, you can definitely see him play the Doctor from watching that episode, particularly, I don't know. I can't say words again. I mean, I couldn't say words before. That's kind of one of the reasons why I cancelled. Why I did a different take. But it's actually much worse. So yeah, I was able to watch the Tomb of Cybermen, but that was deleted the first time for some reason. And then, as well as that, I was able to watch all the other stories of other Doctors, of the classic Doctors, and it was quite fascinating. I liked them all, but I couldn't watch Battlefield because it was the Cybermen deleted it because they wanted me to watch the Tomb of Cybermen instead, because the Daleks exterminated it before. That's probably what happened. They wanted me to know about their strength, and it wants me to become one of them. That line seriously was, I think it was like, you will become like us, something like that. They always went sa. That's one thing I remember for watching that episode. Yesterday, sorry, I have this cold. And I sore throat as well, so yeah. Well, at least I've watched like a bit of the time of the Rana, I think. No, I'm not sure when which one it was. I was trying to figure out anyway. Of the Seventh Doctor's regeneration. I liked it from as much as I could see. Yeah. What next? Thing that's kind of it of the whole. Oh yeah. Oh no, I forgot this one thing to talk about. The adventure in space and time. An adventure in space and time had this one silly moment. I mean, not really silly moment. I mean, there's this one moment of it that just made me laugh a bit, but I get why. But it was more of like, I get the idea of like of a legacy, of the legacy of the Doctor. I won't spoil it even though I'm going to spoil some other things anyway. So, like this, the night of the Doctor. That was an awesome mini episode. I mean, it finally gives a chance for people that have only watched or only really watched the TV broadcasts of Doctor Who to actually see some more of the Eighth Doctor instead of like what we got from the movie from 1996. Brilliant performance. I mean, 6 minutes. Sold it in 6 minutes. At first I thought it was like some tease, like he was like some doctor on board. Why do I do that? I have an accent. I mean, my accent is changing because of all these like changes of accents that I do. Apparently, it's quite magnificent, and I really actually feel like I should be more open to books, especially older books, the Big Finish productions, the Big Finish series. Yeah, it was quite an end to it as well, and it really is a good prequel, especially the prequel that they have for this. The more like the prequel that is about about the events of the end of the Time War, the fall of the Arconia, I believe. Fall of Arconia, I think. Which I heard that the 10th Doctor said that he experienced, not like he in that incarnation that he experienced, but he has experienced in his War Doctor phase. I call it a phase. Okay. In War Doctor incarnation. Which is quite like the two words like like fight with each other. I'm a healer. I'm a warrior. But then so you're not really healing anything. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to talk too much about that one thing. So apparently I am the closest. I have the personality of the Ninth Doctor, and I believe the personality of, I mean, in terms of like, I don't know, Rory as well. Yeah, Rory. I'm sure. Yeah, I remember from those quizzes, personality quizzes on BBC America. The BBC America website. I'm not in America. Oh dear, I made a noise there. So yeah, um, where should I go here? From here, oh yeah, my history of the show. So, from memory, it all started in the second series, where I believe it's Fear Her, so because I know that's the earliest thing that my sister's ever talked about, and I remember like watching it with her. That's oh wait, I feel like I'm repeating myself here. I don't know. Um, and then the Wars of Mars, which I watched quite recently, ish. Not really. I feel like 2 months ago. And that was, I quite liked it. One of the scenes with the flood, when the flood was just marching around, I think, or running, was quite. Even though it was creepy, it was quite funny. It's really funny. I know, looking up at the camera, like, oh, it's quite, which makes me quite wonder why that is not on the, why they are not on the top five. We're not on the top five monsters and aliens and monsters or whatever. Enemies, villains and monsters and villains. It's quite. Because they spooked me. But then again, it's more of a virus, a waterborne virus. So, and it's just people suffering the effects. And therefore, it's like, it actually reminds me of The Last of Us, of like the whole Last of Us, or like the or just the plants that they were based on for the ants. So not really. Well, now it does. Not, it wouldn't remind me back then because those didn't exist before. I mean, I'm sure the plant existed then to control the population of the ants. Yeah. It's like that kind of thing. The kind of like mind takeover thing. Ooh, quite like that concept. And so too, and it was quite spooky. As I said before, about the effects of it. I mean, eternally dripping water, and they crave for more water. It's like greed. We could actually translate to that. Greed is a virus. And even if someone has enough, they still want more. That's actually quite a good way to think about that. Actually, I'm glad I came up with this time around. And actually, one of my favorite scenes, because I quite like the scenes where the Doctor goes dark. They're quite like real, emotional, and I like the whole thing about when he was like, "I'm Time Lord victorious." It's like, whoa, that was going too far. Okay, it's safe to say that I was very disappointed about this episode. Okay, enough acting here. Very bad acting, I have to say myself. Because with all that, you could probably work out that I'd be very excited about this. I mean, very happy about this final production. I mean, I'm glad that they actually showed the true ninth regeneration. Sorry. Yes, ninth. Yeah, ninth. I have to remember, it's a doctor that's regenerating. That makes the regeneration. If you get what I mean. I swear I saw Eccleston's eyes in there. I swear. and I watch it again to clarify that. And the end with the curator. My mind is very confused about that, about the secret about this curator, and Stephen Moffat left a hole again. Who was the woman at the shop that gave the phone number? Still waiting for that. Who was it? Because it couldn't have been River, because the first time that she saw River was in a dream. Clara, that's the first. That if you don't know who I'm talking about, then again, it wasn't that long ago when I was. The order of things I'm saying here are very, very bad. I might actually be regenerating. And the after party, quite nice. I mean, it really did go through the whole thing, and it's confirmed that K9 is his own actor. I mean, you can see it there. He's actually a robot K9, if you will. But not this, but I don't know. Not the one that is the same from the show, but yes, sort of. I think he had to do the less acting, which is that's what I think I'm trying to say. Maybe I have just regenerated and it's just like flurrying of words. That's the side effect, which is actually not as bad as other things. So, what else is there to say about this? The end was magnificent. I quite liked the whole TARDIS traveling things. I mean, seriously, ever since the name of like I remember the name of the Doctor where they all like took all these things from past serials to make something new. It's quite cool. I mean, you could just throw out that logic out the window of what actually happened. I mean, I'm not even sure because I haven't seen any of those stories that have actually appeared on the name of the Doctor this special. But I have to think, I'm not sure, maybe the Aztecs was the one with, I'm not sure. I can find out. But I say, yeah, 50 years, wonderful. And you've had to stare at this picture for, or maybe you're listening to this like in a background, which if you didn't do it before, I would have probably advised you to have done that ages ago. But then again, I'm gonna have this numbering system soon, probably at the not at the time of uploading anyway, but it will be there soon. Is there anything to say? I'll look forward to 50 years. 50 more years to get for it to cover a century. It was definitely worth all the hype and the Easter eggs, apparently, that I did not even know about. So I guess I'll leave you with this kind of thing. It's all hopes and dopes till sown regens. Ooh, that was a weird voice drop. Oh dear, my voice was clearly changed. Wow, eating's gonna be quite weird. But oh yes, oh yes. I believe that I've forgotten something in here, and I have forgotten to say that to develop on my professor thing. Oh dear. My professor idea of the Seventh Doctor, and what I mean is a crazy professor, like a really weird professor. And I'll leave you this riddle now. If you want to look at the previous video, which I probably won't have as an annotation yet, but again, how you probably are, you may be watching this on mobile, but then again, this video will not work and will not be ideal for mobiles. So click on. In order to do this, you have to find what's old. What is old, and what is old is new, and what is new is old. Maybe you can find something after that. I don't know. Well, I think I should probably end the video right here and let you find it. This video is just dragging on. I mean, the length of this video is probably causing lots of people to not click it. And again, this was a really silly video anyway. I think I'm gonna make myself cry. Maybe it's an side effect of regeneration. Okay, that goes going away. Now, the end is usually never the song. So, salute to 50 more years. That's it. Just making sure the heart works. Goodbye.